Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. This video will explain about topic 4, theory of production. So for this topic, you have to know the definition of production. Production means the process of using the factors of production to produce goods and services, or can be defined as the process of transforming inputs into output. What are the inputs? Inputs refer to the factors of production that a firm use in the production process, just like main ingredient to produce certain goods. For example, if you want to bake a cake, you should have the inputs consist of egg, flour, sugar, and many more. And then you process all the main ingredients and transform into outputs. Outputs is the what we get at the end of the production process, that is finished product. There are 4 classifications of factors of production. The first one is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. For land, it consists of all natural resources or gift of nature. For example, mineral, agriculture product, chicken, beef. So all that things are from land. The second is labor. Labor is physical or mental activities of human beings. Okay. For physicals, for example, construction workers, and some people use mental to do the production. For example, lecturer, doctor, architect. Okay. Next factors is capital. Capital is part of man-made wealth used for further production. All types of tools, machine considered as capital. Also, the financial capital. And the last one, entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a person who combines all 3 factors of production and initiate the process of production and also bears the risk. There are production function. A production function is a statement of the production of the functional relationship between inputs and outputs, where it shows the maximum output that can be produced with given input. So this is the production function. Q is output, function of capital K, labor L, M, raw material, and many more inputs. So this is the production function. For the types of inputs, there are 2 types. The first one is fixed input and variable input. Fixed input, from the word fixed, tetap. Okay, means that the quantity of the input does not change. It remains constant. The number of that input remain constant. For example, machine. You want to produce 100 burger, for example. You use 1 machine. If you increase your output to 1,000, still use 1 machine. So the quantity of machine does not change. That is the example for fixed input. For variable input, variable means boleh berubah. What is vary? The quantity of the input are vary according to the amount of output. For example, if you want to increase your production of burger from 10 units to 1,000 units, you have to add bread and burger patty. Also, you will add electricity bills, transportation, communication will increase. So the quantity of input vary according to the amount of output. Okay, and next we go to short run and long run. What is different short run and long run? You have to remember short run is the period, is the time frame which at least one of the input is fixed and other inputs can be varied. Okay, no matter how long your production it is, maybe 100 years, but if you have one at least fixed input, considered as short run. Kita tak tengok pada jangka masa, kita tengok dari segi perubahan input. If your input is fixed, at least one is fixed, considered as short run. For the long run, when you have no fixed input, all the inputs are variable. From one shot becomes two shot, for example. From one length becomes two length. So all the inputs are variable, considered as long run. Okay, do you understand? Okay, must be remember whether short run or long run. We do not look at the period itself. Okay, 10 tahun, 20 tahun, no. We look at the change in the input. If at least one of your input still fixed from the beginning, considered as short run. Okay, so now we go one by one to short run production. In the short run, we assume at least one of the inputs is fixed, and basically, usually we use capital is fixed. So here, the short run, Q equals to function of capital and labor. In the short run, we have the law of diminishing marginal return. What does it mean by law of diminishing marginal return? Okay, this law states that if the quantities of certain factors are increased, okay, means that variable factor, okay, variable input, quantities of certain factors are increased while the quantities of one or more factors are held constant. Means that while the exist of the fixed input, beyond a certain level of production, the rate of increase in output will decrease. Okay, the rate of increase in output will decrease. The output increase, but the rate is decrease. Okay, or we can say that law of diminishing marginal return states that as more of a variable input is used, while other input and technology are fixed, the marginal product of the variable input will eventually decline. This is the law of diminishing marginal return. The output increase, but the rate of output reduce. That is law of diminishing marginal return. So in the short run production function, we have total product, average product, and marginal product. So for total product, the amount of output produced when a given amount of that input is used along the fixed input. That is total product. Amount of product that you produce, that is total product. Simple. Okay, if you produce 1,000 burger, that is total product. Okay, amount of product produced when a given amount of that input is used along with fixed input. For average product, okay, average purata, divide the total product by the amount of that input used in the production function. Okay, total product divided by total labor, for example, or total product divided by total capital. Okay, So that is total average product. Means for every one labor will produce how much total product. That is average product. Marginal product. For marginal product, change in the total product of that input corresponding to an addition unit change in its labor assume other factors that is fixed capital. Okay, marginal product, change in total product when there is a change in total labor. For example, now we have two labor, okay, Ali and Abu. And then we want add one more labor, Cik Kia. So, how many change increase in the total product when we add one more labor? Okay, from Ali to Abu. When we add Abu, how much total product will increase? Okay, later I will explain in detail for the concept in marginal product to make you more understand. Okay, here this formula. If you want to find total product, okay, you close this part and then average product of labor times labor. So when this bersebelahan, just like this, APL labor, so you have to multiply. Okay, if you want to find APL, so close this one. So to find average product, total product divided by labor. So di atas bawah ni. So total product divided by labor. If you want to find total product, you close this part. So average product times labor. Okay, this is the simple way to understand the formula. And then for marginal product, change in total product divided by change in labor. Okay, I think you should understand this formula. Okay, let me explain in detail the theory of law of diminished marginal return. Okay, this one, let's say I am the owner for this factory. I have 10 machine. Okay, here I have 10 machine. Sorry. Okay, my factory, I have 10 machine and I guess I'm producing shoes. Okay, so total product is amount of shoes. Okay, this one shoes. Okay, at the beginning, I don't have labor. Okay, zero labor because I just start my business. No labor, but I already bought the capital. Okay, mesin jahit and all those machine to produce shoes. Okay, at the beginning, I don't have labor, and now I employ one labor. Okay, one labor. I name it as Ali. Okay, I hired Ali to produce my shoes. To produce the shoes. So Ali, one people, okay, only one labor in the factory use all those machine and produce shoes, and Ali succeed to produce 8 pairs of shoes. Okay, Ali produce 8 pasang kasut. Okay, so this is total product. To get average product, for one labor, how much? So macam mana you get 8? This 8. This total product divided by 1. So 8 bahagi dengan 1, you will get this value. Okay, and as an owner, I think I have to add more labor in order to increase my production. As the businessman, okay, businesswoman, I aim for maximum product and also maximum maximum product and maximum profit. So I employ this second person. Okay, Bala. Okay, I employed Bala. So now my workers, my staff already becomes 2. So when Bala comes to work, and Bala and Ali will produce 20 pairs of shoes. Okay, so Ali and Bala produce pair of shoes, but I don't know how much Ali produce and how much Bala produce. But in average secara puratanya, for those two labor, 20 divided by 2. So I can assume that okay, Ali produce 10, Bala produce 10. So this is average product. Okay. And when Bala comes into the factory, there is an increase in production. Okay, increase in production. How much increase in production? 8 kepada 20. How much is the increase? Additional shoes. So kita tolak lah kat sini 20, tolak dengan 8. 12. Bila kita tambah one more worker, ada pertambahan 12 kasut. Kalau seorang 8, kalau 2 orang dah jadi 20. So sekarang we add 12. This one is marginal product. Okay. Remember? Understand here? Okay. And then I add more workers. Chong. Okay. Okay, for Chong, now I already have 3 workers. And when Chong comes in, my total product becomes 33. Okay, my total product becomes 33. It's good. Increase in production from 8 to 20 to 33. So from 33, I want to know how much the average for one labor. So 33 divided by 3. So I can assume that, I can conclude that each labor produce 11 shoes. 33 divided by 3. And the additional, when I add one more workers, which is Chong, the additional shoes is 13. Increase in production, okay, increase in amount of total product, also increase in marginal product. That is good. Means that when I add 3 workers, when I have 3 workers, so all my workers are so excited to produce shoes. Okay. And it's not enough for me. As an owner, I want to add one more worker. So who's the 4th workers? Okay, let me think of the name. Okay, Dania. Okay, Dania. So Dania, I add one Dania. I add Dania here. So Dania comes to the factory and proceed the production, and the total product becomes 44. And if we look at the average product for each labor, you just divide 44 divided by 4 equals to 11. Okay. And marginal product increase. Okay. You look at here, 33 to 44 increase, but the weight becomes reduced. When I add one more worker, which is Dania, the rate of shoes already reduced. The additional shoes becomes 11. From 33 to 44, 11. So becomes reduced. Okay. Maybe Dania becomes I don't know, maybe she's not banyak sembang-sembang ke. Okay, so the additional number of marginal product reduce. Okay, And now I want to still to increase my. Should I stop until higher than yeah? No, because the number of products still increase. Okay, rugilah kalau stop sampai higher than dia je. So I add more workers. I add the fifth worker. Fifth worker, Amy. Okay, Emilia. So this one, Emilia. When Emilia comes, the total product becomes 50. And the average product for each workers, I have 5 workers now, and for each workers produce 10. Okay, produce 10. And now marginal product, the additional shoes that can be produced when I add Emilia is 6. Okay, this one is marginal product. Okay, now we see that marginal product becomes lower. I add one more worker. Okay, Farah. Okay, so this one Farah. So I hire one Farah. When Farah comes in, the total product 54, and the marginal product becomes 4. Only 4 additional shoes when I hire Farah. Oh, what happened? Okay, Farah dengan Emilia ni membawang je ke? Okay, but this is the still okay. The total product increase, and the average product 54 divided by 6 equals to 9. And next, I hired one more workers, Gani. Okay, Gani. When Gani increase, when Gani comes into the factory, the total product 56. Okay, and marginal product, additional product when I add Gani only 2, and the average product is 8. And when I add one more worker, Haris. Okay, this one Haris. Total product is not changed. Okay, marginal product 0. So if you are the best owner, if you are the owner, should you hire Haris? Okay, as the owner, you want to maximize product but to minimize cost. So for this part, I think you should stop at hiring workers. 7 is enough. Okay, 7 is enough. Maybe 8 should be still okay, but don't have to hire 9 and 10 workers because your total product becomes reduced after workers 9. So this information is very important for you in order to hire workers, to employ more workers or not. Not necessarily more workers, more production. Okay, if you look at here, if at stage 1, you still can manage the resources and you can still hire the workers, boleh, until 8. Okay, person of 8 still okay, but 9 workers, no. Your factory is not enough for 9 workers. Just cukup je untuk 8 orang. Bila dah 9 dah jadi negatif, rugi pula. Okay, as the best, the best decision is at stage 2. You should stop at stage 2. Stage 3 becomes negative. Stage 1 tak cukup lagi. At stage 2, all the combinations of of capital and labor are fully utilized at this level. So as an employer, I will stop at workers 8 in order to maximize my product. Okay, and this law of diminishing return, this table also can be derived by using, can be explained by using diagram. Okay, so this is a diagram. For total product will increase until maximum and then reduce. At maximum point, the marginal product equals to 0. So this stage is the best stage because at this level, all the combination of inputs are fully used, fully maximized. For average product, increase until this level and decrease. Okay, so you can read in detail for this part. Okay, in stage 1, all the graph, all the TP increase, MP increase until maximum and then reduce. For AP, increase until maximum point. For stage 2, keep increasing until maximum, but at this level, diminishing return, diminishing rate, okay, decreasing rate. This level is diminishing return, law of diminishing return. Increase in labor and increase in capital, but the rate of increase is decrease. The rate of increase in output decrease. AP start to decrease from maximum point, start to decrease, and MP continue to decrease until 0. And for stage 3 is negative return. Stage 1 is increasing return. This one diminishing return. Stage 3 negative return. So for negative return, total product becomes start to reduce. AP continue to decrease and MP becomes negative. Okay. So this one you also can read by yourself. Okay. So I think I should stop until this slide. Later I will proceed with the cost of production. Okay, thank you. Bye.